have to
Don't look at it.
How else
Not
do we learn what
directly.
it is?
Stay in the shadow and listen to me, because we don't have
the
much
eyes
time.
burning like coals. That is a griffin.
I know what that
a guardian
thing is.
beast.
I
It
saw
shouldn't
the
even exist in
wings.
this world.
I saw the
Griffin's guard
eyes
gold.
burning
They don't
like
hunt people.
coals.
Look at it, it's tearing through the streets like
That
it's
is a
searching for something.
Gryphon 10,
Someone.
a guardian beast.
The crown.
And guardians
The
don't
moment you
hunt
took it from the
people.
temple, the sky cracked
They
open.
hunt gold.
You woke its master's treasure,
The
and now the
moment
guardian
you
has come
took
to
that
take it back.
crown from the temple,
Then I give it back.
the sky cracked open.
I walk out there, I throw the crown into the street,
You
and it
woke
leaves
its
these people
master's
alone.
treasure.
No.
And now
Guardians
it has
don't forgive.
come to take
it won't
it
take
back.
the gold and fly away. It will take the gold and the thief. That's the old law. Blood pays for treasure.
So we
And
run?
before you
Look at
say
them.
it, Sandy,
And its
no.
eyes. When it dove at the bridge,
You
it
cannot
closed them
just
the
walk
instant
out
before
there and
impact.
give
It's
it
blind
back.
at the moment it strikes. Just for a breath.
Guardians
A breath is a
don't
door.
forgive.
Its wings are its pride and its cage.
It won't take the
Too wide
gold
for the
and
streets,
fly
that's why it
away.
only attacks from above in the open squares. It can't fold them fast enough to fight
It
in
will
a narrow
take the
place.
gold
I take the crown
and the thief.
and stand in the last light of the sunset.
the
Let it
old
blaze
law.
like a signal fire.
Blood
the beast sees the
pays for
shine.
treasure.
It dives.
You run for the
But
tunnel
every
holes.
beast
Don't
has a
zigzag,
weakness.
it reads panic. Run
Even the
straight
divine
like prey too
ones.
proud to be afraid. It will
Especially
commit
the
to the
divine
dive.
ones.
Timing fails. If it doesn't
So
close
while
its
you
eyes,
were
but
brooding
if it doesn't,
handsomely,
Then we meet on the other side
I
of
was
the river,
watching.
and I will be very, very angry with you for
It
being
never
late.
lands between the buildings.
sunset's almost gone. It's now
It
or
never
never.
folds
Now
its
then.
wings below the rooftops. It only strikes from the open sky. The narrow places frighten the thing, or worse for it, they trap it. And there's someone who knows more than I do. An old man in the ruined museum. Blind. The survivors say he was a priest before the world broke. That he reads the old stories the way we read faces. Monsters that come out of the old world obey old world rules. He'll know the rules. The flood drains run under the square Hade. Dark, narrow, invisible to a thing that lives in the sky. When the shadow passes, we run for the drain. And keep the crown under your cloak. Gold is a shout, my love. Today we whisper.
All right. I hear you. But before we run, you'll hear me too. Because if I'm going to survive this, you need to know what's in my head. Everything out there is my ledger. Every scream in that street, every family running through the rubble. I bought all of it the moment I lifted that crown. I told myself it was just gold. A drowned temple, a forgotten god, treasure nobody would miss. The oldest lie in the thief's book. Somebody always misses the gold. Sometimes the somebody has wings. So understand the voice in my head. It's telling me the honest arithmetic is simple. Walk into the open, hold up the crown, and let the beast balance the books with my blood. One thief for a whole city. That's a fair trade in anyone's ledger. But I watched you counting its turns, reading its wings, mapping the drains while everyone else was screaming. And I realized something. Dying is the lazy way. It's one payment and you're done. Living means paying it back name by name, street by street, until the ledger closes for real. So we do it your way. The blind priest, the rules.
I was the best hunter in the islands before I was a thief. Give me a rule.
And I'll turn it into a snare. But I want one promise from you. If he says blood, if the old man says the law can only be paid in blood, if there is no crack in it, you let me pay. You don't argue, you don't bargain. You walk away and live. That's my price for running instead of standing.
Two sets of footsteps. One heavy with guilt, one light with purpose. Come in, girl. Let the guilty one guard the door. That is all guilt is good for.
You know why we've come.
The whole city knows. The sky has wings again.
They say you were a priest, old man. They say you read the old stories the way the rest of us read faces. So I've come to be your eyes, and you're going to be our map. Here is what hunts our sky. Wings wider than a street. Feathers like burnt bronze. The body of a lion, the head of an eagle. And eyes that burn like coals in a wind. It doesn't eat. It doesn't sleep. 3 nights now, and it has not stopped once. And here is what it wants. A crown cached, gold laurel taken from the drowned temple beyond the bay.
Yes.
By the man guarding your door. Judge him later, help me now. I've watched it, priest. I'll trade you my observations for your stories. It sees by gleam, not by shape. It followed a broken mirror for half a mile and flew straight over a crowd of the living. It hunts shine. Shadow blinds it. And at the killing strike pollen, I saw this at the bridge, Tai. It closes its eyes. Just for a breath. Why would a god's watchdog blind itself at the exact moment of the kill? There's a reason. There's always a reason, and reasons are doors. So tell me the law, old man. The whole law. Because everyone keeps reciting the same funeral verse twice. The guardian takes the gold and the thief, and blood pays for treasure to Kate. And I refuse to believe the gods wrote a contract with no fine print. You spent your whole life in their temple. You've read the fine print. Is there a version of this story where the gold goes home and my man keeps breathing? Find me the crack in the law, and I will drive a city through it.
Sit, girl. You describe an unsleeping Khan, a treasurer of the gods. And you're right about the fine print. The gods never wrote a law without a lock, and never a lock without a key. There are 3. First height, the eyes. You saw truly. The unsleeping were made to count coins in dark vaults, so they see. It's by gleam alone. But the eyes are the only soft thing on that whole burning body. That is why it seals them at the strike Seiji. It protects the one part of itself that can break. In that breath, and it is blind, and it is committed. It cannot turn. A breath is a small door, but a door.
Second white, the wings. Its pride and its cage. It will not fold them in a narrow place, because
A grounded unsleeping is just a lion in a trap. Stone corridors terrify it. Remember that.
third candy, and this is your crack in the law, girl. The tax of blood is owed only while the treasure is in the light. If the gold is returned to a vault of stone and sealed, true darkness fade, buried sade, the guardian's duty transfers to the vault. It will stay with its treasure, forever, if it must. The thief owes nothing if he is beyond its reach when the darkness closes. So, lure it by shine into a stone throat it cannot fly out of, drop the dark on it with the gold inside, and have your thief be 20 paces clear when the tomb shuts. The law is satisfied, the debt sleeps. But hear the warning that comes with the key. When the dark takes it, it will cry out maze, and the cry will sound like a name. The name of whoever the listener least can bear to lose. It mourns by echo, girl. Answer it, even with a whisper, and the law wakes again. So when the tomb closes, the whole city must hold its breath. Guilt is loud. Watch your man at the finish line.
You brought the monster's treasure into my camp. Do you understand what walked in behind you? We have lost 19 souls in 6 days. 19! I carry every name. Rosa from the bakery, the twins from the 4th floor. Old Mateo, who survived 2 wars and lasted 4 minutes against your beast. 19 names, and you stand in my firelight asking for help. And what help? I've heard your plan whispered around the camp already. You want our gold. Every ring, every chain, every wedding band my people have kept through the end of the world. Piled in a subway tunnel as bait. You want our hands, my strongest people, on scaffolds in the dark. Rigging beams under a cracked ceiling while that thing hunts the sky above them. And you want our silence. 100 terrified souls standing statue still in the open street, while a nightmare lands among them and screams. Do you know what has kept the rest of us alive? Staying small. Staying dark. Every instinct I have says the ones who stay hidden survive. And the ones who make plans get folded into other people's funerals. So convince me. Not with hope. Hope died on day 2. Convince me with arithmetic. Tell me why 100 people should bet everything they have left on one woman's theory. And one thief's legs. Because if you're wrong, if this fails and that thing learns, where my people sleep, there won't be 19 names. There will be 119. And yours won't even make my list. Talk. Good. Arithmetic is my favorite language. Start with yours. 19 dead in 6 days. That's the price of hiding. And it doesn't sleep, Captain. It doesn't eat. It doesn't rest. It doesn't leave. Ask yourself how long Small and Dark survives. Your strategy isn't survival, Sade. It's a slower funeral, paid in 3 souls a day. In a month, this camp is a memory. That's the number you're defending. Now mine. The beast doesn't see shapes, May. It sees shine. Look at the child there by the fire. It flew right over her on the first day and never slowed, because she wears no metal. Your people have been invisible. It was never hunting them. It was hunting reflections. So the gold your people are hiding isn't their treasure, Captain Zaid, it's their target. Every ring and every pocket in this camp is a little lighthouse calling it down. I'm not asking them to give up the last things they own. I'm asking them to stop sleeping next to bait. The tunnel does the rest. Stone throat pegged, its wings can't fly out. Blind at the strike pegged, it can't turn. Gold buried in darkness twine, and the old lore itself chains it there forever. Wings, eyes, stone, dark. 4 locks, 1 grave. And the risk you fear, Pai, my man is the one who carries it. He holds the crown, he draws the dive, he runs. Your people's whole task is to do nothing, perfectly. No lights, no running, no sound gained, even when it cries out. From the dark in a voice you love. If he's fast, we all walk free. If he's slow, it takes him inside. Its own grave, the beams still fall, and your people are still free. That's the arithmetic, Captain. It works. It works even if it breaks my heart. Gold, hands, and silence. Trade me metal for mourning. It's the best price.
Say nothing yet. Let me walk through it out loud, one last time.
So you can hear if any piece of it rattles. I stand in the last light and let the crown blaze. It sees the shine, it dives. I run straight, UI, no zigzag. Panic is a language, and tonight I refuse to speak it.
I run like prey too proud to be afraid, so it commits everything to the dive. At the strike, it seals its eyes, pied, the one soft thing it owns.
And in that blind breath, I drop flat to the stone. It overshoots into the tunnel, wings too wide. The throat of stone tears them, and it crashes into a mountain of the city's gold. You pull the rig. The beams fall. Darkness closes. The law transfers to the tomb, and the debt sleeps. And I know the warning. From under the rubble, it will cry out in the voice I least can bear to lose. It will sound like you. I will lie 20 paces clear at the marker, flat and silent. And I will not answer a pite, not even to your voice, because your real voice will be above me on the rig. Alive and unbearably smug. Now the part you already know. 19 names, the captain said. That's my ledger. And there's a voice in my head that has been whispering all day. Go into the dark with the crown. Make sure, pay the tax yourself. The honest arithmetic of one thief for one city. But I made you a promise. In the drain, and you're about to make me keep it. So say your piece, my love. Give me the reason that outweighs the ledger. The sun is nearly down. And I want your voice to be the last thing in my head when I run.
Then here is my piece, and you will carry every word of it into that run. The law doesn't want your nobility. Listen to me. The old man read the fine print with 50 years of blind devotion. And nowhere, nowhere, Hap, does it say the trap works better if the thief dies extra hard. The law wants the gold in the dark. That's all. Dying in that tunnel wouldn't balance your ledger. It would just make me a widow with excellent aim, standing over a beam rig. Angry at the sky for the rest of my life. You don't get to hand me that and call it honor. You want to pay for the 19? Then pay properly. Not in blood, Tatsi. Blood is the lazy currency. One payment and you're done. You said it yourself in the drain. Pay in speed. Every step you run tonight buys back a name. Rosa from the bakery. The twins. Old Mateo. Run all 19 of them home, and then keep living. Because a debt like yours takes a lifetime of mournings to pay off. So here are your orders, thief. 20 paces. Flat at the marker. Silent as stone, even when the dark cries in my voice. And when the dust settles, you get up and you walk to me. And we leave this city and become the most boring people alive. Swear it.
Here I am! Come and claim me! The night is over. We are the dawn.